Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Let's play a silent run. We just did a ironclad run that, if I remember correctly, ended up being really fun. So hopefully we have another fun silent run. 99 for a rare colorless. Enemies have 1 HP, upgrade a card. Well, we have to check. So we might be able to get 1 free elite by taking enemies have 1 HP. Gotta be honest with you though, I'm looking at this path like 4 combats, question mark, camp, elite, camp, chest, camp, fight, camp, elite, question mark, camp. You can get so much from this path. Like tons of upgrades. Yeah, you're not gonna be fighting 4 elites like on this path, but we're the silent. Elites are kind of tough. I'm gonna go for the rare colorless card. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're playing as a silent, and we're probably gonna take the max HP upgrade. Look, I'm sorry, but also at the same time, those sucked. I really do just honestly hate all 3 of those cards, especially magnetism. Magnetism is absolutely awful. So we'll just take max HP instead. I would rather have max HP than any one of those cards. They are all trash. As for our path, I do kind of think that we should do right path because it is an opportunity to fight more than 1 elite, but though we do have to pass through a shop. So we'll have to pass through either that shop or that shop. Let's do it. Like, I'm not just gonna take Apotheosis and Hand of Greed, but like, I don't know. Is it just me or does magnetism kind of, excuse me, kind of suck? Because the colorless cards that you get, it's not like they're gonna be free. You gotta pay for them. And if you get an X cost colorless card that just gives you something that you don't want anyways, it's just equally bad. You're just adding bad cards to your deck over time. Okay, I hope that I can kill you next turn because you are 10 strength up already. Finally. We need some offense in this deck already. I will take a dagger spray. I will buy... I'm gonna buy 2 potions. And then I might go super heavy into the elite path. We'll see what happens. Magnetism is pretty bad, but sometimes it's your only way to scale out of a boss fight. Except you don't get any scaling out of magnetism. The only scaling you get out of magnetism is Mayhem, which allows you to play additional cards for free, which is oftentimes bad, especially if you're fighting against certain bosses. I will add a Wraith form. We've added barely any offense to this deck. Not no offense, but barely any offense. So I'm extremely scared about actually fighting. I'd rather defend. Elites, but if we can upgrade Wraith form, it's got potential. It's got potential. Maybe we can, you know, just play our strikes against Gremlin Knob. I actually do think that strength is probably better here. I will take a footwork. So again, we've still added like no offense. Some good stuff here, but I think we'll just go for the well-laid plans. I think Wraith form needs to be upgraded. We've added 1 attack. I'm almost positive we are going to die, even just on Lagavulin. But we do have a strength potion and a well-laid plans and a footwork. So this is actually pretty good. I want a strike. And I will pop the strength potion, because if we do not play the strength potion, we might just straight up die. Survivor is 10 block. Wraith form's gonna shuffle. We can block through a couple of attacks if we have to, especially when we don't draw anything else. So there you go. Not very happy with that draw, but that's why we hold on to the survivor like this. And honestly, oh. Did I play a strike? I must have played a strike. Now we'll hold on to the Wraith form. And our dex is going to be essentially worthless from here on out. 4 and 6, I'll take 4. I think we will be able to kill Lagavulin. It's gonna be close, but the intangibility I think gives us the edge to sustain. We still need 3 strikes, but we should draw a lot of attacks. There we go. So we only lost like 4 HP on the fight. Freaking Dreamcatcher, oh my god, this freaking run, man. Can't get anything good. I really don't know if you want to play Wraith form this early, but at the same time, it will allow us to play a little bit more offensively in the future. I might just pop the Strength Potion just to get out of this fight, because the Cultist is going to kick my ass. We should not have played the Neutralize there, because we still have to overkill him with the Strike. Well, we got Dagger Spray at least. Oh, you know what? We should have just waited for the Dagger Spray now that I think about it. So our offense is certainly lacking, but at the very least we have... At the very least we have the ability to sustain on these fights because of the fact that we've got this, this Wraith form. You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this either. This might end up being like one of the slowest sentry fights I've ever had. We'll still be okay. Only taking 3 damage. We're gonna take a little bit of chip damage from this. There's no way really around it. You know, I do think you take 3 damage in order to poison you. When am I gonna play this Wraith form, by the way? Probably on this turn. Basically, I'm holding it for when we get bad draw. This is not bad draw enough to want to play it. This is bad draw enough to want to play it. Now, I probably should have played the Ancient Potion. That was going to be my plan, and then I completely forgot about it. But hey, you know, we still have a few turns of bonus dex. We have a few turns to kill these guys before we're really in too much of a problem. Our dex is gonna go, that's our last turn of intangibility. Our dex is going down. What a draw. This is probably the worst, oh, okay, this is definitely the worst elite fight for us, by the way. Because this is a fight that usually takes a long time. We want faster fights. Are you kidding me? Out of 15 cards, we drew 1 strike. Backflip has 0 block associated with it now. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? That was such a lucky draw off the backflip, but that sucked. Yo, give me the Alchemize. I want to potion every combat now. I am going for the fight, because we kind of know it's going to be this guy anyways. Just gonna smack you. Not even gonna play the backflip. By the way, roar, yeah, oh no, he's roaring, guys. Get another Gambler's Brew. That's a pretty good potion to get here. If ever you don't draw any attacks, you can just play the Gambler's Brew to get some attacks, which is 4 block. Well, basically this, right? Let's be honest, it does not matter if this guy gets any stronger. Either he goes or we go. Thank God for the poison, right? You know what we need? Not whetstone. Bird-faced urn would be fantastic. To be able to have a little bit of regen would be nice. Because we don't get regen out of Alchemize. It cannot give you regen, period. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I also don't like our boss here. The slime, kind of an annoying fight. I don't know when we're gonna play the Alchemize. Or no, sorry, the Wraith form. We do need a bouncing flask, I think, if we're going into this path. Dude, gotta be honest with you, I kind of just like the Wraith form. The slime is gonna suck though, because he's going to prevent us from doing as much damage as we would like, because he's gonna make us weak. So currently we have 13 block, we'll take 7. Honestly, I think you just Wraith form again, but I think here I will artifact it. Something tells me this fight's not gonna take 3 turns. Poison potion I kinda wanna save. If we ever have, you know, artifact, we can use that to just buy us some time with the Wraith form, but we would need like a Panacea or the, I forget the name of it. Ancient Artifact, Clockwork Souvenir, whatever the heck it's called. We would need one of those basically. 9 plus 20, 29 damage, you're not dead, but we can hold on to the Bane. Dun, dun. You can get regen or fairy in a bottle out of the Alchemize. I don't think you can. I'm willing to admit I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure you can't get any healing out of an exhaustible card. We need a Noxious. Noxious is actually kind of nice because we can let it slowly tick up the poison while we're intangible. And I'll be honest with you, I think we probably just upgrade a card. And we just kind of put it all on the line right here. Either we die or this slime dies, and we're gonna use the intangibility to protect us during his big hits. You can get healing out of it? Well, we'll keep playing it then. So fairy in a bottle, I figured you could, because it's not direct healing, but hey, there you go. And maybe we even save Wraith form now. Oh, you know, we have to save it because we can't hold it. That's fine. You know what, I'm gonna draw. It's not what I wanted, but at least we get to play another attack. I think we're gonna pop the fairy in a bottle right here. Which I don't think is a big problem. $10 damage. I think we want well-laid plans, which means I think we hold on to the bouncing flask. You will be splitting, so we have to hit you really hard on this turn. And we actually can. 20 damage. This is 9, this is more than 9. I think we'll be fine. They're also not attacking, which is beautiful. You will split at 18? You'll split at 18, but we have to do 19 damage to get you to 18. So doing 18 damage is actually perfect. So you're not quite dead, but you're essentially dead. And this is just where we Wraith form at this point. They're all gonna die. We'll be fine. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. You're not quite dead, but you'll die soon enough. I don't even have to attack you. We're intangible. Or rather, I don't have to block you. Well, it's a surprise, but we made it out of the first floor. No thanks to our relics, which are all awful. But the cards we have are getting the job done. Corpse Explosion is perfect. No rest? Can we do a no rest? Or should we just go for the actual energy gain? I think we go for Collar. Because with Wraith form, normal encounters, we can just poison, wait, Corpse Explosion. We might sometimes take damage and want to rest, though. Gonna go for the Slaver's Collar. And hope that that's good for us. Good enough anyways. And I kind of want to do a hefty elite path. I absolutely hate the second floor burning elite though. I might try to skip that. There is a 2 elite path on the right side that gives us a nice amount of question marks. There is a 3 elite path that goes through the burning elite though. Do you think we could handle a burning elite? The Slavers with a turn 1 Wraith form is probably the best for us. Book of Stabbing will probably get us killed, but I mean, it is possible. There's a couple of camps. Yeah, the Book of Stabbing is the one that really worries me. Extra HP on the Slavers would also be a problem. The Gremlin Leader is the easiest one, I think, because when you kill his minions, they lose the bonus that they would otherwise have. The Slavers is the easiest because we have Bane and Corpse Explosion. Book of Stabbing is awful, and we don't really have the scaling to kill him quick. So I think we bail on the Burning Elite. We'll just do it on the next floor. Alchemize, Defend, Strike. Should have played the footwork first, I guess. Still taking 10 damage. 1 extra energy would have meant that we could do like an extra 6, so that's like pretty meaningless. This is also a pretty bad turn, but we can get Noxious out there and block some of the incoming damage. We're only taking 2. This is why I feel like we kind of do need the ability to rest, because we're not quite killing things as quickly as we would otherwise like. I don't even know what to do on a turn like this. I think we need energy. I mean, we're just getting bad draw, I think. Then again, we probably need more defense in the deck, let's be honest. Anyways, they're both dead. That's why I feel like a bird-faced urn would be nice, because we do have a few powers that we would like to be able to heal off of. Unfortunately, Wraith form doesn't really help right now. So I really do think that you just footwork and just stall. These are not really the enemies you want to stall against, but Wraith form doesn't help if they just multi-hit. Well, now they're doing 33 damage. And we're still taking quite a bit. 9, I think. I mean, we very well might just die. I have no blocks. Yeah. I am, starting to understand that we're kind of, we've transitioned into a poison deck, but we don't have the blocks to survive a poison deck right now. You'll die, barely, but you'll die. So honestly, we'll probably just die on the elite fights anyways. I don't think we need another well-laid plans. One is fine. I think we will take a piercing whale though, because we need blocks. Pantograph is a great relic if we can live. And we're dead. Well, no, we're not dead. Hold on, hold on. Discard pile, return it to your hand, and play it. All right. I will bring back a defend and play it. We're gonna take 3 damage though. Oh, good. What a good turn. Well, at least we're about to draw Wraith form. Next turn. We don't need well-laid plans because we're just gonna play Wraith form next turn. So I think we're gonna live through the snake plant, surprisingly. It hurts. It very much hurts. That didn't even give us any damage. We're not even weak, it's just it's a weak card. We're also out of intangibility, so it's now or never. 9, 5, 14, 9, 23. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. We don't have enough enough poison damage on him. Well, we'll start up another one here. Yeah, not enough defense, and none of our defenses were upgraded, so we weren't really getting a lot of value whenever we were playing a defend, and we only had 3 energy per turn of combat anyways. That Wraith form did not work as well as we would have wanted, but also, you know, that's one of those situations where really our relics were just trash. Like Dreamcatcher, the ancient tea set. I don't even remember what the other ones were. Well, we had an upgraded Bane because we had the Whetstone. That's not what those are not the relics you're looking for early, and not the relics you're looking for as a silent. Total trash. Let's see. Early shop does lead into 2 elites. So I'm looking at that. I'm also looking at this path with camp, elite, camp, camp, elite, elite. So a common relic that does a lot for us could give us a lot of value, maybe even a random boss relic, but the common relic could be good depending on what it is. But I'm looking at the gold, like, we could just buy a relic for 15 damage, and if it's a good relic, it could win us the run? Oh, am I okay taking 15 damage? I mean, let's say we take 15 damage, we buy a relic, and then rest. Is that worth 1 combat or 1 question mark? Probably. So I'm gonna go for it, and we'll just buy something at the shop. We'll buy something for us, you know? Boss relic could mean extra energy. Yeah, it could also mean you can't see enemy intents, which we've won with that before. In particular, I remember having a defect run where we re-rolled into that and then we won A20 hard, which was kind of crazy. Taking that early predator, and I'm gonna remove a strike because we took that early predator. Six damage. 3 strikes, defend in 2, sorry, neutralize in 2 defends. There's ways that we can kill this cultist. Sucker punch, outmaneuver, distraction. Out of those, I don't like it, but I'll take the sucker punch. Oh hey, bag of prep. You know, I like tools of the trade. We can take Reflex and Tactician, even though they're kind of hard to find in a lot of runs. You know, I also like an early Bouncing Flask. I know I'm probably mainlining the poison too much in my Slay the Spire, but it's just such a good card. And Enlightenment is also tempting so that we can make Bouncing Flask and Predator free, especially if we end up getting a Well-Laid Plans. I think we'll go Bouncing Flask. I think we will Purge a Strike. And then, you know what? Give me a Tools of the Trade. And then I'll also buy a potion. So that's our Niao benefit taken care of. Some okay stuff in there, I think. I do love a early Bouncing Flask. It's a good card to have in your deck. That progressive poison is very good on the first floor elites, minus the sentries. You're dead. I suppose it's good on the room fights too. Dagger Spray, Sucker, or Infinite Blades. I think that one Dagger Spray is okay. It really does need to be upgraded, but we have other upgrade targets first. You know what? No, I think I am gonna upgrade it. Bouncing Flask can deal with the other elites. This can help deal with the sentries. That's my logic. Or these guys. Thank you for drawing the Dagger Spray, by the way. This ended up going extremely well. That's why you need one AoE card in your deck, basically, for this freaking fight right here. So you have 22, I can't kill you. But I can kill your friend. And that'll kill you. Ghost in a Jar. Flechette's Heel Hook, Flying Knee. Heel Hook might be free, but if it's ever not free, we hate it. Flechette's, you know, as we remove strikes, we're gonna want a lot of skills in the deck, so Flechette's could end up being pretty good value, but I don't think I want any of those, at least not right now. I think I will upgrade raw damage, even before Tools of the Trade being cheaper. Potions after every combat is beautiful. We'll play a lot of potions now. And, I think I'll go for the Predator again. Just give me the raw damage early, because we gotta punch our way through these elites now. Especially you, let's be honest. Now we have 2 potions. We can choose which one to use here and which one to save for later, but honestly, smacking him with a fire potion next turn, taking 6 damage now, that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. 6 damage is not that much, and you dead? You're dead anyways. I mean, you might as well use it because you're gonna get a potion back, but Fossilized Helix is so good with a catalyst. Okay, GG, we win. No, not my membership card. Yeah, we got a good run here all of a sudden. You know, I actually feel like I'm gonna add the Deflect because we haven't really added any blocks yet. We've got some good stuff in this deck all of a sudden. Fossilized Helix is one of the best relics in the game, and White Beast statue is good too. I can't say that White Beast statue is not worth it, because it absolutely is. This is a weird one, but I'm just gonna block, because we might not be able to outblock his next turn when he's hitting hard, and now we can just go to town. This is a much better run than last run. Yeah, we don't have that Wraith form in the deck, but we have honestly better sustain with the buffer from Fossilized Helix. We don't have to spend 3 energy on it, and we actually have like a scaling poison synergy, and we have more upgrades as well, I feel. Gotta be honest with you, strength is good, but like 3 cards for free? No, because if you get a dagger spray, you would like to be able to strength it, I think. I'm gonna add another deflect. I think I'm gonna let buffer go. Kind of just waiting for the dagger spray, which we got, so. Yeah, it was extremely great. This is still 9 poison. It's not quite enough to kill you. So we will take 2 damage, and then you will die next turn. So for an elite fight, we took 2 damage and we're gonna get our potion back anyways. You love it. And Juzu Bracelet's actually probably okay. These, I don't know. Doppelganger's interesting, but you'd prefer just to have a good card instead of Doppelganger, but upgraded, it is free. It's free energy. Upgraded, it's 1 free energy. I think we're gonna skip this though. We have 30, we have the Ghost in a Jar, so this is probably worth an upgrade. Let's take the Catalyst. I hate that it's Slime again, but at least we know what we're gonna do on Slime fight. We're just going to, actually, you know, we have Ghost in a Jar and Buffer. So we're gonna let him hit us. We're gonna hit him with the Bouncing Flask. Damage. 12 and 11, 23 damage. You're gonna be at 76, which is actually perfect. We just need a Catalyst to come around and then hit you really hard. Since we got Catalyst, we're gonna hit your... It's not even really that hard, but as hard as we're gonna get it. Unless we wanna wait, but I'd rather not have garbage being added to my deck. So I'm just gonna hit you with the Catalyst. You'll be at half HP. We need a Noxious. We need a Noxious. You know, we're gonna get a potion back anyways. Why don't we just bring back the Predator? $13 damage. It's 12. You're lucky. Dun, 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 dun. That's 12 damage. You'll go down to 21, which is a perfect split. I actually don't think I Bouncing Flask you. I want to try to hit you with like a Predator. Or even a Dagger Spray, that'll do it. Yeah, that is a much better split. Okay, good fight. I still like a Glass Knife just because of the raw damage of the card. And we're gonna take Runic Pyramid. Yeah, Runic Pyramid is just what you take. This is a good run. We've got a good run here. Runic Pyramid gives you a very, very good use of Bouncing Flask and Catalyst. You can save them for the appropriate turn. Tools of the Trade lets you discard anything you don't want in your hand still. Free to Flex, we can hold on to them forever. Neutralize, we can play it on the correct turn. We got good stuff here. Now just don't screw it up. I think... Hey Latem, welcome. Wow, Abe guy was on stage 2. I look away for a moment, he beat the game and then started another run. He must be good. He must be some sort of Spire Master or something. Yes, I am a Spire Master. That's why I you know, can complete 2 runs in 30 minutes. I like this path. Into elites. Possible 3. Now you are going to make my deck garbage But I have the ability to hold on to my cards and play them even if I draw dazes, which makes me the victor here. We have excess energy, so I will play this. We're gonna draw 6 cards next turn, so I will hit you with the neutralize just to extend it. You're doing 12 damage. There's 12 block and a predator. We're weak, but we still have to hit him. 15. With Catalyst next turn, you will die, so I'm gonna let Buffer be taken from me. The ability to hold on to Buffer and use it on the correct turn, hold on to Catalyst, use it on the correct turn, it's extremely powerful. It's worth not taking 1 energy. We need a footwork. I know a second bouncing flask is good, but we need a footwork. Gambler's Brew or colorless potion. I think colorless might be a little bit better, but it just depends on what you get out of it, I suppose. We should use potions more often, and we'll probably use one here. Trip Jack Metamorphosis. 0 cost attacks? I mean, to be honest with you, we're gonna draw enough that might be meaningful. Yeah, you know, let's add a few attacks. Poison Stab, Masterful Stab, and Eviscerate. Those are very good attacks. And we're not gonna get enough block, so I'm just going to, actually, we could get enough block. We have to play Sucker Punch, though. I think I'm gonna let you do your thing, though. Keep the defend and the deflect. Let the Buffer take this one. Well, that's free. 12. That's enough block. Hit you with the glass knife, hit you with the dagger spray. The defends are still worth 5 because we have the footwork, which is just one reason why footwork is a pretty good card to have. Doing 12 damage. If I hit you with the neutralize, you'll do 9. So let's save the neutralize and let's instead just do this. I know we're not doing anything else, but we won't be frail next turn. It was a good turn for this. And this. And this. And this. Okay, that was a very good turn. We don't need any of this. You're dead. I mean, you're dead here. You're dead in a number of ways. Let me count the ways. Concentrate's pretty nice. We're gonna have too many cards in hand. This allows us to play more cards. I gotta be honest with you though, that colorless card of adding 3 free attacks to your deck, that was quite useful. When you only have 3 energy, that's a good one to hold on to. It's a good one to have in your deck. Okay, Snecko's dangerous. Snecko is quite dangerous, but we have Concentrate. We can discard cards from our hand, but because of Runic Pyramid, this fight could go poorly insanely quickly, but it looks like it might not go poorly insanely quickly. It looks like it might go just fine. Again, it's one of those fights where it's like, I actually don't need to do anything because you're already dead. So save the potion. It's weird that I have these potions and I'm not doing anything with them, but what's there to do with the potions? Piercing Wail's a great card to have. I'm not gonna go to the shop, we don't have enough gold. I will fight you though. This will be a good test to see if we can actually make this work. And it's gonna be entirely dependent on what this hits. We'll probably play our other potion on the next turn too. He's almost dead though, Mr. Romeo. This is not as good as what we wanted, but if we can't block, which we can't, Piercing Wail at least saves you all damage? Okay, this might actually end up being a very good turn for us. Yeah, to save all damage, I'm very happy to do this. The defends are worthless. That kills you. And then next turn we have Bear and Pointy. If we get Dagger Spray though, we pop the Flex Potion and kill them both. That's what I'm just waiting for. We still didn't draw it. Or the Glass Knife or the Predator, fantastic. If we can put up 12 block, Bear won't do any damage to us. I could still pop the Flex Potion and kill Pointy. Footwork means the defends will do 3. So 2 defends, a deflect, and a neutralize does keep us going for one more turn. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So that we're gonna lose the buffer. I'm just waiting for the Dagger Spray. Come on, Dagger Spray. There we go. And now I'm like, do I even need to use the potion? Because Predator and Dagger Spray. $12. Strike, Sucker Punch. We can have 5 energy. Defends are worth 3. You're doing 10. So if I Predator you, Dagger Spray, you're dead. I can then defend, Sucker Punch. We won't be able to do both. We could take 4 damage and keep the potion. Because we have an elite fight coming up very shortly, I kind of want to save the potion if we can. Like, to take 4 damage and save the potion I think is worth a lot more than using it here. Because he's dead next turn due to Glass Knife anyways. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna save the Flex Potion. We'll take 4 damage, but they're all gonna die. In fact, you know what? We don't even need to use the Dagger Spray. Predator Strike. No, we still need to use the Dagger Spray. All right, you know what? Dagger Spray. Predator. Concentrate, Strike, Strike. Ascender's Bane. Defend, defend. We'll take 4, but we're holding on to this potion for the next elite fight. We almost didn't kill him, but we had the concentrates. We had the energy for it. Dex Potion and Red Mask. I do think we want a backflip. It's the best block that we have, and the draw might not be that important, but we have a concentrate in the deck, so we actually would like to replace that draw at some point. I don't think extra strength on turn 1's that important. I think I would much rather just get rid of 2 strikes. Heel Hook and Blade Dance. I don't really love the Blade Dance, but the Heel Hook seems okay. Now, Book of Stabbing. A little awkward. You are weak, so this is a energy refund. I mean, this actually could be worth the Flex Potion immediately. We have enough, I think. Yeah. I was gonna say if we draw an attack, it'll be even more worthwhile, but oh right, I always forget that card was buffed. Instead of 2 shivs, it's 3 by default. I always forget that. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm definitely scared of the Book of Stabbing, but I think we'll be okay. We can probably dump a defend. 20 damage. Piercing Wail and Deflect gets us enough so we can Bouncing Flask on this turn. Actually, we didn't even need to do the Deflect. Oh, right, because Weakness makes him go from 1 to 0. So we should not have played the Neutralize. But once we get Catalyst, all we gotta do is play it and then survive like 2 turns. $24 damage. $18 damage. Discard 3 cards. Gotta be honest with you, I kind of like the idea of just hitting him with the Predator. We might be able to kill him next turn and take 1 damage. We don't need much. In fact, I think we already have you there with the Glass Knife. Yeah. Okay, that's a good fight. We did use some potions. Second turn 14 block. I actually do think we need more poison. I'm gonna go for the other elite fight as well. An upgraded concentrate's nice. An upgraded tools of the trade is good. But I honestly still think that like a glass knife to just kill something is what we want. I can't kill both of you, unfortunately. I can get close. We gotta start working down the leader. The leader. I think we wipe you. I think we get you close to death. And then I'm probably gonna want a potion, so I'm just gonna play it now. Keep the buffer intact. Now, unfortunately, you lived and decided to attack, which is annoying, but we have Piercing Wail. And I think we do want to play it because all we really need is Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, and Catalyst, and then the Gremlin Leader should be dead within 2 turns. So I think all we want to do is just make sure we take no damage on this turn. And because we have Concentrate, we can probably play everything that we need to play. Now I can't kill you unless I play this. 33 damage incoming. We could play Piercing Wail. I kind of want to save it though. So I think I'm gonna Footwork, Poison, Neutralize. You're only doing 24. I think to save the buffer it is worth doing, even though we did discard the Piercing Wail. But we knew that we were gonna get Bouncing Flask, and we know we need to play Catalyst. So that's a gimme. You're dead in 3 turns. We just gotta live. And I gotta be honest with you. If I get lucky, you won't even attack me next turn. You'll try to summon. Let's go. You're dead, dude. That went extremely well. We didn't get hit at all. And Sneko's Skull is just absurdly great for us. I also really like a dodge and roll. I also really like an Eternal Feather. Choose a card to add to your deck or heal for 13. We're gonna heal here anyways, so we should probably just add a card. And a Tactician would be really nice to have, but I think we just want that burst that we saw. Because now we can burst Bouncing, burst Catalyst, and we can save these cards and play them on the correct turn. We have a great Wombo combo. I mean, Footwork dodge is really good. And I think we just want to... making you weak for the next turn is nice, but I think I actually just want to smack you to try to bait out a heal. We didn't bait out the heal, but we're not taking any damage regardless. We do need to draw our good poison enablers, so why don't we just smack you? Ensure that you're gonna get the heal now. You are getting the heal, but my hand is way full. So close. You know what? Tried to draw any sort of strike, but I purged them all from my deck previously, so we didn't get one, but that's fine. Defend, defend, deflect gets us there. So defend, defend, deflect. Just keep that buffer for as long as possible. If you can keep the buffer, nothing can stop you. You might think I'm getting stopped right here. I beg to disagree. If you lose 12 and I block, we'll take none. If I dagger spray sucker punch, I'm doing 19, 20, 20, 20, 22 damage, which is not enough. So we gotta do it like this. We don't have to, we could just defend, defend, defend. We didn't even need to play the burst now that I'm looking at it, but yeah, just give me this. You're still gonna die as soon as you stop attacking me. Beautiful. We really do need 4 energy. I would love a tactician because we could discard it every time we draw it, but we don't quite have the capability of adding one of those to our deck right now. We're not finding one. We want Corpse Explosion, so we're gonna take it. We got another elite coming up, so if it's like the Slavers or something, we're happy to have it. Now, can I put up enough block? I actually cannot, so we're gonna lose buffer immediately. Do you block or do you accept damage? I think we clearly block. We actually did get enough block, I'm dumb. And now we have 14. So we're ahead of the curve already. And in fact, we're taking no damage again, which is freaking beautiful. And I gotta be honest with you, I think we just apply poison because even a burst catalyst right now is enough to kill you, I think. 5 goes to 15, goes to like 45 poison. You love to see it. Gambler's Brew. Honestly, if we're going up against any elites, I like the potions that we currently have. Outmaneuver is okay, because it is energy and we need energy. We have Concentrate and Outmaneuver to give us energy back, which I think is good. It's good enough. It's fair enough. At some point, we do need to upgrade our defensive cards, but I still think going aggressive is the way to go. This is not the elite that we wanted to fight, however. That being said, we can still take no damage, but we will lose our buffer, but there's nothing else we can do. I think we want to start the poison. This is, at this point, the worst elite for us, and it'll still be just fine. We're just waiting on basically a burst catalyst. This is fine. Weak, heel hook. This is enough block. I think we should concentrate. How many defends we have coming up? Quite a bit. Let's, I think we should dump Predator, and I think we should dump Dagger Spray. You're dead next turn. Beautiful, beautiful. Dude, poison OP. just calling it. Tactician is what we want. We want to be able to discard this for energy. Yeah, we're gonna keep upgrading, because why not? I do think that a burst is pretty decent, but I think that a footwork to make our defense better might be the play. We know what we're gonna be fighting here, which is respawning enemies. We're going to be weak. We're going to be frail. We're going to be vulnerable. I think we need to stack up block capability. Neutralize is also tempting. Neutralize is also tempting. But this boss alternates attack, buff, attack, summon, attack, buff, attack, buff. So 2 weak doesn't really help us that much, I feel. We can just save the neutralize and play it appropriately anyways, you know? The good thing about upgrading neutralize is that the weak will roll over, but we can just play it on the right turn to begin with. This is an interesting one, but I definitely think that outmaneuver is the play. Corpse explosion is going to be great. And we have a concentrate. We're going to be able to play a lot of cards on this turn. Wow. Wow. So we want this. Definitely, I think Survivor. Can I kill you? Four damage each, so that's 18 damage. It's exactly enough to kill you, and we already have enough blocks, so we don't even need to play Concentrate. That's an extremely good turn 2. You're hitting for 21. Something tells me I'll be able to put up enough block, but let's check that out first. Actually, I don't think I can put up enough block. We didn't get the footwork yet. So if that's the case, I think we should just smack ya and then let draw happen. Admittedly, discarding cards via Concentrate would be kind of nice so that we could actually get more cards in hand. You know what? We can get enough block. Defend, 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 dodge, and roll is exactly 21. Now you're gonna debuff me. I do think that we want to draw and try to get to a burst. Didn't get it, that's fine. Play anything that costs energy. I mean, he's half dead. I feel like we're actually a bit ahead of the curve. Sometimes I'm not even this far ahead of this guy at this point in the fight. Anyways, there's 200 poison, and you're dead. That's a good fight. Now, extra energy would be nice. I would take a coffee dripper because of the Eternal Feather, absolutely. Like, no question. Adrenaline's a beautiful card. I would still like to upgrade. So I don't really want Fusion Hammer. Remove 2 cards, like removing a strike and a defend, just helps to make the deck a little bit better. Technically, we don't really need energy. We have Concentrate, Outmaneuver, Tactician, and Adrenaline, so we can gain energy on appropriate turns. Card removal might be the best thing just to get us to the good stuff faster. Admittedly, the curse is not that bad, because the curse doesn't do anything. So 3 relics could be incredible for us, depending on what we get. Could go Calling Bell, yeah. It's either Calling Bell or Empty Cage. Although, I'll admit, the Fusion Hammer... It's tempting, but I feel like we have energy with the cards that we have giving us energy. We haven't really played too much outmaneuver, but we did on turn 1 of that last fight. You know, we can just upgrade outmaneuver, tactician, adrenaline, and concentrate, and then we have essentially 4 energy in our deck, maybe even more. Take the bell if the decision's hard. Let the omniscient chat make the decision for you. You will hate yourself if you can't upgrade adrenaline. The thing is, because of Eternal Feather, I want to upgrade. So we either take 3 random relics, which is random, and we have no idea what we're gonna get, or we just remove 2 cards in what is kind of a bit of a thick deck, and we try to just thin it out a little bit. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of tempted just to thin out the deck a little bit, remove 2 cards. So I'm gonna remove a strike and a defend. There you go. That's what you get. 3 energy, not what we want, but it's what we got. Now, Burning Elite. There is a Burning Elite. There's also a shop after an Elite, which I kind of like. I kind of like the idea of maybe going 3 question marks. Maybe we'll be able to add normalities. Then we can go to the shop, buy something, fight the Burning Elite. Next floor, we'll have another shop. Something, unsubscribe, whatever. You do you, man. You do you. Well, maybe not the best turn 1, but it's good enough. Burst, Catalyst, Concentrate, Deflect. It's actually a pretty bad turn because we just got a lot of things in hand that we can't really utilize, so I think I'm just gonna play 3 Defends. Defend is still a good card, it's just kind of the wrong turn for it. That works. Like, 3 energy goes a long way when you're dealing with poison, which is why I feel like we're not in too much of a hard situation here. Calculated Gamble's very tempting, but we have ways of discarding that Tactician. I think we just want the max HP. Gain 222 gold. I'm glad I'm going to a shop. Now, I'll admit Madness is also kind of tempting, because if we have an energy problem, to get free cards is really nice. I think I actually prefer the Madness here. It's a very strange play, but I like it. We can get rid of Sucker Punch. We need to add another weakness now, but we'll find something. 3 Slimes. Little annoying. Can we get enough block? No. If we can't get enough block, we should outmaneuver and at least take 0 damage. Let's thin out the deck a little bit. I mean, replacing a strike and a defend with 2 Madnesses is like, in my opinion, is totally okay. And if we upgrade these, they're free energy. We do have 3 energy, and that's the biggest problem on the run. Sure. That was worth it. Now that we played Tools of the Trade, we can dump the Tactician. So we have a ton of energy. Adrenaline is energy. I mean, a Burst Corpse Explosion basically does it as long as we can kill you, and we have more things that we can play. We have a Glass Knife, we have a Concentrate, we can dump these, we can just play, you know, specifically attacks if we need to. You're all dead. Reflex. I don't think we need card draw. We tend to have too many cards in hand anyways. I think we just want like another Tactician if anything. So we've already healed the Madnesses. Gotta be honest, I actually feel like Madnesses being upgraded is nice. Again, energy is the big problem right now. This is gonna be a defensive turn. Actually, let's get this out of our hand for right now. If ever he doesn't attack, we can safely get the deadly poisons out. Hit a deadly poison, which means that we can Bouncing Flask, and if we draw a burst, 20, 60, 180, you might be dead. 1 times 189? 193? Oh, right, because of Snecko Skull. Gem PhD, welcome. Finally got the time to be not lazy and catch the stream. Well, I appreciate you being here, and I hope you enjoy stream time. Nightmare. You have to take a Nightmare when you've got a Snecko. And by Snecko, I mean Runic Pyramid. Dude, we need to get a lot of key pieces on this floor. Paper Crane is good, we just need to enable it. I don't think we need Blade Dance. Now it is tempting to get a Sucker Punch, because we only have the Neutralize, but I think I'd much rather upgrade Neutralize now, weirdly enough. We have to take the key. I'm glad to do it. The wheel. Could give us 300 gold or curse, or anything in between. A relic. Blue candle, oh, good. Completely worthless relic. Why is it always worthless? I mean, I gotta be honest with you, this is kind of like the ideal turn, right? It didn't hit Catalyst, but you still quadruple down on Catalyst. And if we get a burst, we can just burst Catalyst, Catalyst, Poison, Poison, Catalyst, burst, Catalyst. I'm just gonna play this, by the way, so I don't have to worry about it. Now, what we need is a poison card, admittedly. We haven't got one yet, which is a little frustrating, but we only have 2 in the deck. Well, 3 in the deck, so I can see how that would be problematic. I think what we're gonna do is just accept that next turn's gonna suck, but we have a ton of energy. Okay, this is gonna be weird. We also put a 1300 poison onto the big giant head, and he's dead. So that's the power of a nightmare, if you can make it work. I am gonna fight you. We just saw how powerful we can get when we draw correctly, and if we get a corpse explosion, you're both dead. So I'm gonna risk the entire run fighting an optional fight here. This is not what you're looking for out of Madnesses, though. So we're gonna immediately lose buffer and take damage. You know what? Let's do it like this. So now we're not gonna lose the buffer, but we're still gonna take some damage. If we get Catalyst, Burst Catalyst specifically, that we can at least kill one. We don't want a Nightmare, I don't think. We need Corpse Explosion out. We're taking 42 damage. I mean, I kind of like a Piercing Whale outmaneuver for the energy on the next turn. If we get lucky, Burst, Corpse Explosion, Burst Catalyst might be able to kill you. And with a Concentrate, we can actually get a lot of block on this turn as well. So I'm like, Corpse Explosion takes you to 14 poison. Catalyst will triple that. 14 poison goes to 43 poison. 43 poison plus a predator kills you? All right. Hey Quark, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Ooh, and even more intangibility. Love to see it. I kind of like another piercing wail. If we're going up against the heart, I think 2 of these is fine. It protects you from 2 of the multi-hitting turns. Heal hook is free. Adrenaline draw. Madness will make something free, but let's play this first. I played the cards in the wrong order. That's okay. That's fine. Jazichu, also welcome and happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Extra energy, please. Thank you. That'll kill you. Really, we gotta work on wounding the exploders to the point that we can kill them on a future turn, but let's go. I gotta admit, I actually think that Dagger Spray is okay here. We'll take 14 plus 6, which is 20 damage. We have exactly enough block already. But I want to wound the exploder so that like a corpse explosion is more likely to kill him. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to put up 30 block, which is not impossible. Now we got him. All right. We've got a good deck here. We've built this deck, I think, very well. Actually need to play more cards because, I mean, as you can tell, I'm kind of just running out of energy. Or rather, I'm running out of, I'm running out of energy to play cards, and I need more cards to play. Anyways, you're still dead. Dude, if we can save Catalyst for a Donu Deka Heart Awakened one, we're in a good position. Max HP. Seven damage. You're gonna weaken me. There's nothing I can do about that. Just save the piercing wails in case he multi-hits. Now 57's pretty rough, but we do have the buffer, so we'll probably just let the buffer go. Well, I guess we'll let the buffer go, stay for one more turn. 24 in shield. Gotta be honest with you, I think a Deadly Poison Burst Catalyst. Just like, get those poison stacks up there. Get him wounded, you know? He's dead in one turn anyways, all we gotta do is block. It's actually gonna be kinda hard for us to block all of this damage though, but it's okay. 48. It's a block for 9. Piercing Wail is basically a block for 9, so we're gonna take 28. This is the first big hit we've taken in a long time, and we'll still be able to heal some of it after the fight. We still just don't do as well as we would like to against Frailty, unfortunately. So we have to get the key. We are going to have intangibility on turn 1 of combat. Hopefully we draw a lot of expensive stuff. You know what? That's basically what you're looking for. Madness will hit something. You know, I actually kind of like the Corpse Explosion. It's going to purge the debuffs. Thing is, Bouncing Flask will do that for us, or Piercing Wail. The thing is, I have the energy, so I kind of want to play this right now. Why not change the attack with Dagger Spray? I probably should have, you're right. I think I just kind of forgot. I got tunnel visioned on not hitting him. If I had a dagger spray in hand, which I think I did, yeah. So, misplay. That's the answer. That's the answer to the question. So, purge your debuffs. I think I will. Because we have the energy. I should, oh my god, that's so bad. I didn't block, so we lost the buffer. That's, again, that's just a misplay. I'm just not paying attention like I should. It happens. So let's try to fix that. I'm just curious, I'm not very good at Slay the Spire. Neither am I, apparently. Now, a Nightmare, we preferred a Nightmare Catalyst, but admittedly, we're not quite getting as far ahead as I would like on the fight, because we are not drawing what is classically an important part of the run, which is poison. That's quite good. That's very good. I think I will Adrenaline. Okay, I'm gonna neutralize Piercing Wail. No, we have enough blocks in hand. Let's just, dodge. Defend. And then honestly, let's take 2. Now you're doing 18 times 2, which sucks, but can probably dump the heal hook. Basically a kind of a worthless card. If we Nightmare Catalyst, we can get Catalyst back. I don't think we need to worry about that though. I think I'm just gonna get you to 103 poison so you're dead in like 2 turns. And then I'm going to take 1. We can always Nightmare Piercing Wail, but I need energy. Energy is the problem right now. Weaken you. You're doing 20 damage. You're gonna buff, but I think I'm actually okay with that. Because you're dead. We could draw a Corpse Explosion. We did draw a Corpse Explosion. So you are both dead. I did not expect that, but there you go. So first boss dead. Second boss is, we would probably prefer Time Eater. Turn 1 intangibility again. Hey, don't be a dummy, play the deflect, keep your buffer. It's fine. So I'm playing these just to dump them out of my hand. We get minus card draw. We got 2 cards in hand. What do I care? We want to save burst. If we have enough block. We cannot get enough block. If we can't get enough block, we can at least take no damage if we play the defend. It's as good as it's gonna get. We're just waiting for a burst. A burst catalyst, even without nightmaring it, will be enough. We just gotta get the cards. We're gonna take more damage. As long as we live, taking a little bit of damage is fine. It would be nice to get Incense Burner to 4 before we kill you, but it's really dependent on the draw, I think. If I outmaneuver, I only get 2 cards next turn anyways. So. This is not a very good turn. I'm gonna end turn. This is a good Piercing Wail turn, so I'm glad we did it the way we did it. Dump the 2, 3, 4. You're gonna do 12 damage to me? I'd like to play Piercing Wail, defend, outmaneuver, basically. Actually, a burst Piercing Wail is very good, but I would love to be able to get that catalyst out. We could always Nightmare it. Burst Piercing Wail means we take no damage, though. We don't get the outmaneuver, but we don't have to put up any block. I wish that you would take a turn off, admittedly. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a setup turn. Look, I know we're playing a lot of cards, but now we have 4 catalysts. You're taking a turn off, that means you're dead. If you're taking a turn off, that means that you have actually died. Now, what we should do is try to get Incense Burner to 4. That's gonna be hard, but not impossible. Let me run some math here. What is 20 times 27? It's like 500 damage. 20, 60, 180. 540. So we can always kill you at any point in time with the catalysts. In that case, I'm gonna try to outblock you until we hit 4 in the Incense Burner. It's gonna take some time, but I think it's the right idea. Now we need to play 4 cards on this turn. I hate playing the Deflect and the Neutralize, but I'm gonna do it. Defend, defend, deflect. That's quite good. Basically gets us there. We'll take 2 damage. It's super important to get this to 4 if we can. If we can't, we can't. But if we can get there, we should try. Even if we almost die, because we're gonna get a heal anyways thanks to the feather. Now, let me, we might need a Bouncing Flask into Catalyst, but even if we get him low, a 4th Catalyst will kill him. So all we need to do is just block. Block. You're doing 18 damage. We're gonna live. Let's go ahead and outmaneuver. Remember, any 4 catalysts will kill him, 3 catalysts will kill him. But if we can live through 1 more turn, it's ideal. 8 block. You're doing 36 damage. 8 and 9, 17 plus 15 is 32. So we're currently dying. So in order to not die, we're gonna have to play the Catalyst. Which is annoying, because it means Incense Burner is gonna be 1 turn off, but it's the best we can do. We would prefer to have the elite fight be handled, but we do have resources to our advantage, namely Runic Pyramid. We can get through the burns by having cards to play. So we're at full HP. We're going to upgrade probably the burst, although a nightmare is also tempting. I think we'll upgrade the burst. We have 400 gold. We can buy some stuff. I mean, if we can get Panacea early, it's fantastic. Warpaint could upgrade some good stuff for us. I mean, honestly, if it hits anything, I'm happy. We have a skill deck, so all skills being upgraded are good. Panacea's a good one. But we don't really care unless we draw it on turn 1. If we draw it on turn 1, it's fantastic. If we draw it on turn 2, it's kind of pointless. So maybe we'll just ignore this. Although I'm gonna be very scared about going up against the heart. I do like the upgrades. I like a crippling cloud for the weakness. We need more weakness enablers, especially with Paper Crane. And we can afford those two and then also remove a card. Last priority, welcome to the stream. I bought the game today and I think it's the greatest game of all time. There's a reason why I'm still playing it in 2022. Because it's a pretty good game. We also might want to consider buying a new potion, but why don't we, you know, I gotta say, Mayhem is pretty good as well. We pretty much don't care about what gets played, to a small degree. We would not want a Catalyst early. Caltrops, don't need it. If we can get the, we're gonna shoot to get the heart at 200 poison quickly, at which point extra damage doesn't matter. I like Crippling Cloud. And then I think we will remove a card. I don't really like Heel Hook in this deck. I gotta be honest with you. We're gonna upgrade. You know what? 2 defends is 2 defends. And I think we'll dump the Strength Potion to take a Skill Potion. Again, it's a skill deck, so we want skills. This is both good and bad. The good news is that we're gonna have extra block next turn with the footwork, burst, and dodge and roll. The bad news is that next turn we're gonna get hit for 60. The good news is that they'll both be weak. The bad news is that we're not gonna have intangibility on the right turn. But still, 5 energy means footwork. We don't have war paint or war log, whatever the hell that thing is called. We're gonna neutralize. Four energy. Burst, cripple. Dodge and roll. The weakness, thanks to Paper Crane, means they'll do 40% less damage. We have 18 block next turn, plus 12, rather 14 thanks to the Horn Cleat. So we're gonna have 32 block by default with a Piercing Wail in hand. We're gonna be fine. Turn 1 and turn 2 are the hardest 2 turns, and we're gonna be fine. You love to see it. I mean, we already have enough block. We can save Piercing Wail, that's kind of funny. You're doing 24, 36 damage. We have 2 burns, so we do need to play like a survivor. But let's just keep stacking up the poison, get them to a point where Catalyst can kill them. We use the burst early, but there's no problem with that. I'm just gonna smack you. We're not even turning around. So that's a pretty good opening hand. We got very lucky, I feel. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't need the adrenaline on this turn, so I feel like we should just like backflip to handle the burns and then just wait, because we know we're gonna have to put a block in the future. We've got good energy reserves, cards to make it happen. Let the burns just bounce off the armor and wait. We're only gonna draw 3 cards, but that's fine. So let me see. Corpse Explosion takes you to 28. Tripling that should kill you. Now, are we okay with 2 on the Incense Burner? I didn't think about that. We want it to be 3 or 4 are the only acceptable options. preferably 4, but 3 and 4 are the only acceptable options. 2 is actually one of the worst. So we're gonna stall. Just trying to think, because if we enter the fight right now on 3, we'll get intangibility on the second big heart turn, which I think is what we want, because if the heart does one big attack on turn 2, we'll have the buffer block it. So I think we actually do want to make sure that you all die right now. That seems correct. That seems correct. We get a dex up. That's honestly pretty good. And then we don't really need the explosive potion. Honestly, purging the artifact is probably worth a potion slot. And honestly, sure, give me another catalyst. Now we don't have to worry about duplicating it perfectly. So we want to block. We're also gonna play Tools of the Trade and outmaneuver. It's funny because I could burst, outmaneuver, madness, and make cards free as well, but like that's overkill. That's fine. We've got block in hand. If you do one big attack, that's perfect. The multi-hit is not quite as perfect, because it means we're almost certainly gonna lose the buffer, but there's not much you can do. Neutralize is good though, because will neutralize make him do 1 times 15? I gotta know. It will. So we'll actually have the buffer for the correct turn, but Incense Burner is gonna activate anyway. So if we play it correct, we'll have buffer for the next big turn, which is kind of funny. I think we need to play Madness. Now we need to block. So block. 4 block, which is actually 2 block. No, I think we Survivor Deadly Poison. Because we at least get some poison out there. And we're gonna hopefully just Nightmare Catalyst if it shows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're okay. Still have buffer. We're intangible this turn, which means that Beat of Death is only doing 1 damage. I would like to purge the Dazes. We only need to play 1 block. So this is a weird one, but I think you just dump the defend and basically just play dodge and roll. What a horrible turn, but it gets garbage out of our hand. It exhausts forever. We still have the buffer, and now we have 2 catalysts. Dump a Dagger Spray. What happens if we burst Catalyst with 4? Like, concentrate, dump, dump, dump. Footwork, defend. Burst, Catalyst. Well, if we lose the buffer, we might just lose the buffer. But I'm thinking 4 will be doubled twice. So it'll go to 9, and then 19, and then it'll be doubled twice, which is essentially 180 damage. So it'll be like 4 less than 180. Yeah. So we should. Brady says 256. Hold on, now I gotta actually run the math. Hold on. Because it's gonna be 4, and then it's gonna go to 9, then it's gonna go to 19. Then it's gonna go to 58. Then it's gonna go to 175. Remember, these are not upgraded catalysts. One of them's non-upgraded. So it's 175 poison. That's essentially 200. So how do we do it? Concentrate, dump, dump, dump. Dunk. Footwork, dunk. Defend, dunk. That's 3 cards down, so we'll have -1 block. Defend will give us 12. We'll have 11 block. Burst Catalyst is 10. We'll be able to play the Catalyst and save the buffer. Gain 2 energy, we'll have 5 energy. That's enough for the cards in hand. Yeah, this should work. I played him in the wrong order, so it's less poison. You want to play, if you have Snecko Skull, you want to play the non-upgraded one first, technically, but this is still okay. And we have no cards in hand, but we do have the skill potion as well, so I'm not really that worried. Dump the Tactician. Throw the potion. Now, if we don't play anything, we will take no damage. Gotta say, it's very tempting. However, I think I'd still prefer to play cards because I want to get more draw and I want to purge your artifact. So I think we just like Madness, Predator, Corpse Explosion. Because now if we get like a neutralize, well, we don't have a neutralize, but we have a Crippling Cloud, it'll weaken you. So there's the buffer. Dump the burn. And we're gonna take damage. We kind of knew at this point that we were going to get hit. But the boss is dead, I think, before they can even hit us again. So I feel like we're extremely happy with how this has turned out. Escape plan could give us block, but you never know. I'm just gonna dump the card. And I gotta be honest with you, we're still taking no damage. That's amusing. Right, well, you know what, just dump the slime then. Can I say, this is a flawless elite and heart fight, I think. That's pretty good. Please dump the wound and turn, you're dead. Was this game supposed to be hard or something? Hey, silent run completed, there you go. I am not that good at anything other than poison. Give me a poison silent deck, I know what I need to do to win. I've got ideas and solutions, even if I misplay. But we got it done, easy. Well, maybe not so easy, but poison works, it always works. And even with 3 energy, Runic Pyramid is just absolutely incredible. Especially early, because you can add energy. Outmaneuver, concentrate. Concentrate with 3 energy is actually really nice because you can discard strikes and defends that you don't want. So this is actually even doubly important in a Runic Pyramid deck. But Runic Pyramid is just, I mean, it's one of the strongest relics in the game. And whenever I don't take it, I feel bad about it, and especially when I lose. Because I don't like Shiv decks because the Timekeeper destroys you. It like counters you. But none of the bosses counter poison. You know, this isn't Monster Train where the divinity has purity, whatever the ability is that purges poison. But no boss in this game counters poison. The closest is Donu Deka, because Bouncing Flask might not hit the same one multiple times. That's as close as it gets. With the artifact and the fact that there's 2 enemies, that's it. Every other boss in the game just is absolutely wrecked. I mean, look at this. We flawless both of them on 3 energy easily. Bird kind of counters, the awakened one. That is true. That is true. But with the exception of Catalyst, you can just rebuild the poison, which honestly to me is not that not that bad of a penalty for being a poison deck, you know? Like, yeah, you're gonna have to build the poison back from 0, and if you had a catalyst, you're not gonna have it to help, but, you know, assuming you can add 10 poison per turn, he's still, you know, he's got a limit to how long he's gonna survive, you know? Chrissy, have a good night, thanks for being here. Jojo says Champion does. I mean, Champion, the Time Eater, the Awakened one, they do effectively purge the poison if you don't kill him. The Champion purges his debuffs. The Time Eater heals to half and purges debuffs. And the Awakened one dies halfway through and you have to fight him again. If you can burst the Champion, if you can burst the Time Eater, you can kill them before they cleanse. But even then, like, the poison is just so helpful on those fights, and even if you have to reapply it, it's still so powerful. I'd much rather have to redeploy poison to the Time Eater fight halfway through than have to try to fight the Time Eater with a Shiv deck. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you gotta be smart, you gotta play around it, and you will lose the poison, but because the poison is so strong, reapplying it doesn't really feel like too much of a penalty. Oh no, I have to play my strong cards again that do damage over time every turn, even when I'm not attacking you. Yeah, I love poison. Poison is the strongest silent archetype by far. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.